Cameroon, a land of bright colors, thick rainforests and amazing animals. But hidden within these well-known wonders is a secret world, bursting with life just as exciting. These are the wetlands. Spread across the land like watery veins, they throb with a special rhythm, a mix of croaks, splashes and rustling reeds. From the wide floodplains of the Waterlogged to the murky waters of the Croaks National Park, Cameroon's wetlands are a show of biodiversity. Here, life moves at a different speed, controlled by the rise and fall of the water. Animals big and small have adjusted to this always changing environment, showing us how tough and clever they are. These wetlands aren't just still water, they are active ecosystems, always changing and growing. The water levels go up and down with the seasons, making a mix of habitats, each with its own special group of plants and animals. These changes are the heart of the wetlands, driving a cycle of growth and rebirth that supports an amazing number of living things. The air is thick and humid, filled with buzzing insects and the calls of hidden animals. Look closely and you'll see a world full of amphibians, reptiles and waterbirds, each with an important job in this delicate ecosystem. The Goliath frog, the biggest frog in the world, hides among the reeds. Its deep croak echoes across the water. Nearby, the brightly coloured African dwarf frog holds onto floating plants, tiny compared to its giant cousin. The African water python slips through the plants, its smooth body moving easily through the water. On sunny logs, Nile crocodiles lie with their mouths open, looking like they came from prehistoric times. Above, flocks of African fish eagles fly in circles, their sharp calls telling everyone they're looking for food. The wetlands are a world of hidden depths. Under the surface, an underwater forest is full of life. Water lilies spread their wide leaves, shading fish that swim between tangled roots. Here, the African lungfish, an amazing animal that can breathe air, digs into the mud, staying alive even when the water dries up in the dry season. But wetlands aren't just about the water, they're a mix of habitats, each one special. Along the edges, papyrus reeds grow tall, making thickets where birds build their nests. In shallower areas, water hyacinths create floating islands, their purple flowers adding bright colors. These different habitats are all connected, each helping to keep the ecosystem healthy. The water itself is like a road, carrying nutrients and connecting the different parts of the wetlands. This complex web of life shows us how connected nature really is. Section 4. Adapting to the flow. Living in the wetlands means constantly changing with nature. The animals that live here have developed amazing ways to deal with the changing water levels and the challenges of this special environment. The African jacana, with its long toes, walks easily on floating plants, spreading its weight perfectly. The sitatunga, a kind of antelope, has long hooves that help it walk on the soft, muddy ground. Even the plants have adapted, growing special roots that can live in wet soil. These adaptations aren't just physical. Many animals have also changed their behavior. During the dry season, when water is scarce, some animals, like the African lungfish, go into a kind of deep sleep, burying themselves in the mud and slowing down their bodies until the rain comes back. Others, like migrating birds, simply fly away, following the rain to wetter places. Section 5. Guardians of biodiversity. Cameroon's wetlands aren't just beautiful, they're important ecosystems that help both people and animals. They act like giant sponges, soaking up extra rain and stopping floods. They clean the water by filtering out pollution, and they're home to a huge variety of plants and animals, many found nowhere else on Earth. But these wetlands are in danger. Pollution, habitat destruction, and climate change are all hurting them. When we lose these precious ecosystems, we lose not only their beauty, but also the important things they do for us. It's our job to protect these havens of biodiversity, to make sure future generations can see a Goliath frog jumping across the water or hear the call of the African fish eagle. By appreciating and understanding these special ecosystems, we can all help them survive. By protecting the wetlands, we protect not just the animals that live there, but ourselves too.